Mariah, 68, on a long trip to visit her grandson in Boston, decided to follow her physical therapist's recommendation: get up every hour and rotate her ankles while seated. The result? She arrived without pain, full of energy to play on the very first day. Mariah realized that taking care of her circulation wasn't just about preventing problems, it was about ensuring she could fully enjoy the moments that matter. Her favorite phrase became a mantra: "I move my legs to keep moving my life." Have you ever noticed how a trip that's supposed to be relaxing often leaves your legs heavy, your feet swollen, and your energy drained? It seems contradictory, doesn't it? After all, traveling is supposed to mean freedom and joy, yet your own body sometimes seems to conspire against you. Most people believe that sitting for hours is harmless, but the truth is that stagnant blood can cause more problems than you imagine, and many only discover this too late. What if I told you that the way you sit, walk, eat, or even sleep can be more important than heavy exercise or expensive medications? It sounds counterintuitive, but this is exactly what specialists and doctors have been proving. Healthy circulation depends on attention to details that few notice. And the reward is immediate: well-being, comfort, and the confidence that you're still in the game, ready to enjoy every moment. Subscribe to our channel now and stay updated on all our content. Give it a like. Your participation is important to us and inspires us to bring more content like this. Get ready to learn strategies that many ignore but that can make all the difference on your next trip, and perhaps completely change the way you approach every journey. Let's go! 1. Stay hydrated. Drinking water may seem too simple to top the list, but when it comes to long trips, especially by plane, it's one of the most powerful habits to keep circulation active. Silent dehydration is very common in people over 60, and when blood thickens, it circulates less efficiently. This can lead to leg swelling, fatigue, and even increase risks no one wants to face. That's why keeping a water bottle nearby is more than a gesture of care, it's a declaration of love for your own body. The act of staying hydrated reveals a deep dialogue between you and your health. When you drink water regularly, you help your heart pump more easily, your kidneys function properly, and your blood vessels maintain their elasticity. It's as if you're lubricating a precious engine that still has many miles to go. Small, frequent sips of water keep the blood flowing smoothly, which is vital for making your trip more comfortable and less exhausting. My neighbor Robert, 72, from Dallas, always used to say that forgetting water doesn't make a difference. That was until a trip to visit his daughter in Chicago, when he realized how swollen and drained he felt upon arrival. After he began following his doctor's advice to carry a bottle and sip gradually during the flight, his experience changed completely. Today, Robert says that each sip is like a reminder that he still has control over how he feels, even in situations that once seemed unavoidable. Doctors at the Mayo Clinic emphasize that people over 60 naturally feel less thirsty, but that doesn't mean they need less water, on the contrary. Discipline in drinking even when you don't feel like it is a sign of maturity and self-care. Imagine each sip as a small, silent conversation between you and your body: "I am still taking care of you." It's fascinating how something so simple can create space for other equally powerful habits. 2. Do light stretching. Sitting for hours may seem merely uncomfortable, but for those over 60, prolonged inactivity is one of the greatest enemies of circulation. When we don't move our legs, the blood encounters invisible barriers trying to return to the heart, leading to pain, stiffness, and that swelling that makes shoes feel smaller. That's why simple stretches, even on a plane or bus, are a clear sign that you're still attentive to your body's signals. Every time you move your feet, stretch your legs, or stand up for a few steps, you activate a silent network of muscles that act as natural blood pumps. This habit is not just physical but also mental. It demonstrates discipline, body awareness, and the willingness to invest a few seconds in an action that can save hours of discomfort later. It's as if, with each stretch, you're telling your body, "I won't let you stay still, we still have far to go together." Studies from the Cleveland Clinic show that light stretching during trips can reduce the risk of circulatory complications by up to 50%. And it's not about heavy exertion but small, intentional movements. It's almost poetic to think that something so simple can have such an impact. Health professionals emphasize that consistency is key, just like another habit many people underestimate while traveling. 3. Wear compression socks. Many seniors look at compression socks and think they're only for people who already have a health problem. But the truth is, wearing them on long trips is one of the smartest gestures of prevention and care. They act like a firm hug on the legs, helping blood flow naturally without pooling in the feet and ankles. This simple accessory can completely transform the experience of sitting for hours, preventing the heaviness and fatigue that appear after prolonged inactivity. When you put on compression socks, you directly support your heart and veins. It's like giving your body a helping hand, saying, "I know this journey is long, but I won't let you struggle alone." They keep circulation active, reduce swelling risk, and provide extra comfort that is only noticed when you feel the difference between traveling with or without them. What seems small in practice is a powerful sign that you're willing to invest in well-being. John, 78, used to experience so much leg discomfort that he avoided visiting his sister in Florida because the flight was too long. A vascular doctor recommended compression socks, and John decided to try them. To his surprise, he arrived at his destination pain-free, walked normally, and enjoyed every day of his visit. He jokingly says that these socks gave him back not only his energy but also the freedom to travel without fear. The American Heart Association highlights that using compression socks in older adults can significantly reduce the risk of circulatory complications during long periods of sitting. Isn't it fascinating how something so simple and accessible can open a new horizon of possibilities? After all, the secret to healthy aging often lies in these subtle choices, which may seem small but carry enormous impact, just like another travel habit that few pay attention to, yet makes all the difference. 4. Choose light foods during the trip. The choices you make about what to eat before and during a long trip can be a game changer for your circulation. Heavy foods, rich in fat and salt, make the blood denser and overload the digestive system, leaving the body sluggish and tired. Lighter meals, such as fruits, nuts, or simple sandwiches, allow blood to flow more freely and help you arrive at your destination feeling more energized. This careful attention to food is a sign of maturity, someone who has learned to negotiate with their own body. By choosing lighter foods, you promote a harmonious balance between digestion and circulation. The heart doesn't have to work overtime, the blood vessels aren't overburdened, and the stomach doesn't consume all the energy that should be distributed throughout the body. It's as if you're telling your body, "I'll make your work easier so we can better enjoy what's ahead." Eating well on a long trip is a silent investment in comfort and vitality. Lauren, who lives in Denver, used to eat fast food before flights, believing it was the most practical option. But she always arrived with stomach aches and swollen feet. Following a nutritionist's advice, Lauren started bringing sliced apples, mixed nuts, and light chicken sandwiches. The result? She arrived feeling lighter, energized, and even in a better mood. She realized that choosing the right food wasn't just about satisfying hunger but about allowing her body to feel youthful and alive, even on a tiring journey. 5. Stand up and walk whenever possible. Sitting for hours on end may seem unavoidable on a long trip, but the body feels every minute of inactivity. When you decide to stand up and take a few steps down the aisle, you send your body a powerful message: "I'm still in control." This simple act helps blood circulate better, reduces pressure on the legs, and allows the heart to work more efficiently. Walking, even for a few minutes, is one of the clearest ways to show that you still invest in your independence. This habit activates muscles that act as natural pumps for the blood, while also releasing joint stiffness. The body responds almost immediately with a sense of lightness and increased energy. It's like opening a window in a closed room, the air circulates, and vitality returns. Every step taken during a long trip is a reminder that aging doesn't mean standing still, it means adapting movement to circumstances and finding ways to stay active. Susan used to arrive at her destinations exhausted, and at nearly 80, she thought it was just part of getting older. Until she began following her doctor's advice, to stand up every 2 hours on long flights. Today, she not only arrives with more energy but also feels renewed confidence in her body. Susan often says that walking down the airplane aisle is not just about moving her legs but reaffirming to herself, I still have a long journey ahead. Studies published by Johns Hopkins University confirm that walking during trips significantly reduces the risk of circulatory complications and improves oxygenation in the body. Small movements that produce big results. There's another simple habit that few take seriously, yet it can completely change how you feel upon arrival. 6. Adjust your sitting posture. In my opinion, one of the most important habits. When we think about circulation, we often forget that the way we sit is decisive. Sitting slouched, with legs crossed or pressed together, creates invisible barriers to blood flow. Maintaining an upright posture, with feet supported and back aligned, is like opening a wide, free road for circulation. This seemingly simple gesture is actually one of the most powerful ways to preserve energy and comfort on a long trip. Correct posture not only favors circulation but also helps breathing, improves heart function, and reduces muscle tension. It's like giving the body a chance to work in harmony, without unnecessary blocks or deviations. When you adjust in your seat and feel your body lighten, you are demonstrating discipline and care, showing that you still pay attention to every detail of your health. The body silently thanks you, and the mind feels the impact of this internal organization. Lewis used to arrive at trips with lower back pain and heavy legs. After guidance from a physical therapist, he began adjusting his posture whenever he sat, keeping his feet on the floor and a small cushion supporting his lower back. The result was immediate: more energy, less pain, and even a better mood. Lewis often says, sitting well is like driving with the car aligned. The road becomes smoother and safer. According to the American Chiropractic Association, adjusting posture reduces pressure in the veins and improves blood return, preventing common discomforts during long trips. It's impressive to think that something as small as how you sit can change how you arrive at your destination. And if this detail already has so much power, imagine adding another habit even more closely related to deep rest for body and mind. 7. Prioritize quality sleep during the trip. Getting good sleep on a long trip may seem almost impossible, but it is one of the pillars for maintaining healthy circulation. When you rest, the body enters a mode of silent recovery, the heart slows down, blood vessels relax, and blood flows more evenly. Ignoring sleep is like asking your body to work without a break, but giving it this rest is a gesture of deep respect, like saying, "I trust you, and I want you strong for what comes next." Sleep is not just a time to switch off, it is a true reorganization of the body. During this period, blood pressure regulates, the heart works more easily, and the muscles in your legs have time to recover from exertion. Each minute of sleep is an invisible investment in vitality, preparing you to arrive at your destination not just awake, but truly renewed. Research from the National Sleep Foundation shows that quality sleep during travel helps regulate not only circulation but also the immune system. It's fascinating to realize how resting, often seen as passivity, can be one of the most active ways to care for your health. Perhaps it is precisely this balance between movement and rest that holds the secret to living and traveling with strength and dignity. Throughout this video, we've seen how small gestures, drinking water, stretching, wearing compression socks, or simply sleeping well, can have a profound impact on your health and well-being during long trips. But more than that, each habit reflects something greater: self-care and the awareness that every choice matters. It is a silent reminder that, even with age, we still have power over our body, our energy, and our life experience. Recognizing these signs means understanding that aging with strength is not just about surviving, but about being present, active, and connected to every moment. Often, it is the small actions that speak the loudest. A simple sip of water, a few minutes of walking, or adjusting your posture can be much more than preventive measures. They are statements that you value your life, respect your body, and understand that each journey, each destination, is an opportunity to feel alive. It is in this balance of attention, care, and movement that we realize age is just a number. The vitality is determined by our choices. As we reflect on this, ask yourself, how many other small daily gestures can you turn into signs of strength and self-care? How many opportunities exist to show yourself that you are still in the game, that there is still room to discover, explore, and live fully? Every step, every sip, every stretch is a silent invitation to continue this journey with dignity and joy. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these small gestures do you already practice and feel makes a difference in your life? Write in the comments and share your experience, because your story can inspire others to realize they are still in the game and that every choice matters. If this video gave you any insight, share it with someone your age who also deserves to travel and live with more vitality. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to follow content that helps transform simple habits into moments of care and strength. And reflect, which of these habits can you apply on your next trip to